I get the pleasure of reading out their names and also telling you what their mission is for their organization. When they come up, we've asked them to, in 25 words or less, answer the following question, okay? Less is better, guys, okay? So here's the question that we asked each of them to answer. How has CEN's Leaders Institute changed you personally, transformed how you lead your organization, and or impacted your ability to serve our community? You guys all had that, right? Okay, fantastic. So we're going to start off with the very first person, all right? And after you're done, what's going to happen is Jen will hand you a mic. You get to talk about how you want to answer the question, and then you get a photo opportunity with Larissa right there in the corner. I feel like I should have a robe and all that kind of stuff, but all right, this is not kindergarten graduation. So our first person is Nancy Bavor, San Jose Quilt Museum. Their mission, the mission of the San Jose Museum of Quilts and Textiles, is to promote and celebrate the art, creators, craft, and history of quilts and textiles. Congratulations.
Well, I learned a lot at CEN, but the one thing I remind myself of daily, and I don't need this to remind myself just today when I'm nervous, if I take good care of myself, I can take better care of the organization. And it isn't selfish, it's self-preservation so that I can do the work I want to do. So,
great. Thank you, Nancy. As she's getting her photo op, the next person is Brad Boardman, Morgan Autism Center. Our mission is to help children and adults with autism or other developmental disabilities maximize their potential in a dignified, positive, and loving environment.
Hello. The Leaders Institute really reinforced my belief and furthered my skill set related to fostering a workplace culture that is dedicated to the mission and to supporting one another in meeting the goals of that mission. I'm grateful for the tools and for the chance to share experience with others who have similar issues, and for a little bit of therapy too. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Brad. Our next person isn't here today. His name is David Gadavera, but he's responsible for Rebuilding Together, and their mission is to bring volunteers and communities together to improve the homes and lives of low-income homeowners. And I'm going to have Jen go ahead and read.
All right, he didn't quite follow the 25 words. Being an ED can be lonely. Luckily, CEN connected me with an executive coach who pushed my thinking, giving me a strategic sounding board otherwise unavailable. On a personal and professional level, this proved to be invaluable.
I thought you were going to do it with a slightly lower level voice. But okay. All right, our next person is Sue Cotapasi and Free at Last. Their mission of Free at Last is to rebuild the community from within, reclaiming addicts and giving people who failed in the past the chance to succeed in the future. Sue.
CEN has provided me with a new network of peers and resources to be a more effective leader. Thank you.
Thank you. Woo. Short and sweet. Our next person, James Gardner, Good Karma Bikes. And I had a chance to actually talk to Jim earlier and before. Their mission of Good Karma Bikes is to transform the world through the medium of social enterprise and bicycles.
Thank you. Homer, Larissa, there aren't 25 words. Starting with CEN has helped us codify our core values, which guides all of our processes now. And we have a young staffer who is now in CEN management classes.
Great, thank you. Our next person is Susie Hughes, One Life Counseling Center. One Life Counseling Center provides counseling and wellness programs to individuals, schools, and the community. We believe that all counseling and wellness services need to be affordable, accessible, and innovative. Simply put, we believe there should be no barriers to mental health and wellness services. Susie.
over 25 words. My husband is probably used to that. CEN has nurtured me personally, instilling confidence while wrapping me tightly with emotional and professional support. CEN provided a treasure trove of knowledge and contacts to take one life from a small startup to a $500,000 nonprofit within a year. One Life is able to impact over 3,500 people annually with mental health services that were previously unavailable to them. I will never be able to repay you for all the knowledge, expertise, and training. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Susie. Our next graduate is Nick Nichols, Tabard Theater Company. Tabard Theater is an inclusive environment providing live entertainment experiences, educational programs, and altruistic outreach to the underserved that are enlightening, appropriate, and affordable for audiences and artists of all ages.
Thank you. This program has taught me that caring for myself personally and continuing to work on my leadership skills is not taking time away from my organization, but bringing value to it.
Thank you. Our next graduate isn't here with us tonight. Her name is Elizabeth Santana, and she's with Palo Alto Players. Palo Alto Players is committed to providing a meaningful theater experience for both the audience and production participants. Intrinsic in this is the belief that theater benefits the community at large and enhances the quality of life of those who are touched by it through education, enlightenment, and enrichment.
From Elizabeth, I expected CEN's Leaders Institute to be educational, but what I took away was so much more. Not only have I been transformed as a leader, but it has transformed the culture of my entire organization.
Great, thank you. Our next graduate also couldn't be here. Her name is Shelley Swan, Carry the Vision. Carry the Vision restores lives and communities through nonviolence education, creating a peaceful and compassionate world.
And from Shelley, please know how grateful I am for everything I received from all of you at CEN and the sponsors that made this program possible.
Great. And our last graduate is Elizabeth Ward, Los Altos History Museum. Oh, I don't know, I'm just up here, I get it. The Los Altos History Museum gathers and presents compelling stories and artifacts that bridge the past and the present by fostering the creative energy of volunteers, challenging established narratives, and producing stimulating educational programs and exhibits for members of our wider community.
And as I had written, that this mission statement is actually one of the products of CEN. That we were able to redo our mission statement has been thanks to CEN too, in addition to my training. So now I'll read what I wrote. But do you like our new mission statement? Is that good? Yeah, thank you.
Just add hills to it.
Yeah, we had hills in there. Okay, good thought. So I've learned that I transform and lead the museum more through who I am than by what I do. Leadership is really an internal quality. The extraordinary human beings that CEN brings in to our meetings has inspired me to be more kind, forthright, and thoughtful. I'm very grateful for that vision of what it means to lead a nonprofit. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I am just amazed by not only what the graduates have talked about, but the missions of each of these fine nonprofits.